me and my group plan to shoot a music video. So Concesia, who has the role as a producer, she said that she had someone that we can contact to do a music video.
I knew him from my friend, and that basically, that's his brother. And I went to a few of his events because his brother kind of called me out and was like, oh yeah, you should come out and support my brother and his music. So I went to 2 of his events.
The rapper didn't really seem interested. Concesia kept telling us that he was waiting on us, and he didn't have any input. Like, I feel like a rapper should have some sort of input in his own video.
No, I really thought that it would work out. Like, I kind of felt like I was pushing it a little bit, but like, you know, sometimes if you push something, like maybe it'll work. That was kind of my thought of it. So I pushed it. So, you know, I had a bad feeling about it, but kind of went for it still.
First shoot day, my friend let us borrow his apartment, and it's actually very, very small. So I was just expecting the crew and the one guy, the artist, to come, right? Since it's really small, really cramped, and we were gonna be really cramped in there just with like the filming crew. And then he comes in with some random guy, his manager, and which I wasn't expecting. And then about 10-15 minutes later, another guy walks in that I had no idea who it was.
None of them took their shoes off, which was very inappropriate.
One of the girls from his clique was there as well, and I think she was rolling a blunt in the washroom. Personally, I smelt it. They all seemed baked, like high out of their minds, so that was really unprofessional of him.
Since on the next shooting day, we were filming far in like Caledon, we actually insisted to give him a ride to the location since it is quite far and we don't want him to be kind of inconvenienced.
In the morning when I woke up and I was like, oh, since we went to the whole thing the day before, I was just like, I hope this guy shows up. But I am always the person who expects the word when it comes to production. Since you are dealing with talent that is not professional.
Second day, he was pretty much taking forever. The call time was for 11:30 for him. For us, it was 10:30. So we all showed up in time.
Producer, which was Concesia, she was trying to get in contact with him from, I think, 9:30 to see where he was, if he was gonna be like there on time, and if he could find the location. He wasn't having any trouble with that.
It took us like an hour and a half. We had all the equipment. We had to carry all the equipment. We did everything fine. Everything was set up and ready. The call time was 11:30 for the rapper, but at 1:30 we kept calling him and he never answered. And then at 1:30 we finally got in contact with him. That's when he told us he was just on his way here. Like, so it was about to be like 3 hours late. So we just couldn't go anymore. We only had the place for a short time.
The phone call, so Concesia called him a couple times and she texted him as well, and he just wasn't responding, but he responded to his brother when Concesia tried to talk to him. So when he called, I wanted to talk to him, so I asked Concesia if I can speak to him. And when I talked to him on the phone, he said, I'm like, oh, where are you? And he said, I'm getting onto the Gardner. And then that's when I asked Concesia, I'm like, is it even worth it for him to come down if he's at the Gardner? And we all agreed and we said no. And then I told him that we're calling it off and that there's no point, and he started giggling, which I thought was rude.
He lost out on a lot because we had a lot of nice locations lined up for his music video. Like, we had nice scenery of the Toronto skyline and like all the city lights. We had a nice condo, which was downtown, and he had like 66 acres of land, which he could have like done anything there. We had a hangar filled with 3 planes and a boat.
He should grow up. I think he was really young. He was like 19 or something. He seemed older.
They don't think about the journey on becoming successful and like what the steps you have to take in order to be a successful artist or a rapper or whatever he wants to be. He doesn't think of the process. He just wants to get there, and he had an attitude of someone that's actually famous. Like, you're nobody. Why are you acting like people know you and you can have an attitude and you're like a brat? So I think people that are just trying to start out to their career need to be more humble and know that you're nobody right now. You can afford to be a brat.
People should take, broadcasting and film students way more seriously. We're definitely, since we are in our final year, like we practice with the equipment. We know how to work everything. We know generally how to like make good productions. It's definitely better than like an average person who hasn't gone to any schooling. Yeah, don't mess with broadcasting students because we know how to do things, and if you don't take it seriously, then it could backfire on you.